So I'm really looking forward to seeing them.
Elvis died while pooping. Hey, welcome back to our stupid reactions of Corbin.
That's your takeaway.
Yep. You can follow us on Instagram, Twitter for our juicy content. Thanks to Patreon. Follow our official Twitter account. Subscribe if you haven't hit the like button, because why? It helps the algorithm.
Baz Luhrmann, thankfully, spoiler, does not cover pooping as part of the prognosis.
That's what I was looking forward to.
No.
Today we got a video. This is 5 Bollywood actors who almost died while filming a movie.
Thank God.
That they didn't die or that they died?
Yes, that they did not die.
Oh, good. Here we go.
Do we have any that have 5 white actors in Bollywood films who did die while filming movies?
I hope so.
Because we do need to purge and cleanse the pool.
I agree. Here we go.
There are a lot of Bollywood actors that go out of their way to fit the roles perfectly. And these actors are subjected to long and intense shooting schedules. Some of them in this quest to get the perfect take either take on very risky scenes or are on the bad end of a freak accident that could have ended their lives. So here, today is Tried and Refused Productions with 5 Bollywood actors that nearly died while filming. Number 5. John Abraham in Shootout at Vadala. In 2012, his co-star Anil Kapoor, who played a cop in the film, shot a blank. A blank is a bullet which does not have the metallic lead. It was meant to be shot from a minimum distance of 15 feet. But was actually shot from a distance of 1.5 feet away from the actor. The shot burst into flames as planned, but due to the close range, hit Abraham with a great intensity, almost 10 times than it was supposed to. However, thanks to Kapoor's bad aim, Abraham did not get hit in the middle of his neck. The bullet simply grazed the left side of it. Number 4.
That's
Aishwarya Rai
should never
Khaki.
happen.
The only woman on the list, while shooting for Khaki in a location near Nasik, was hit by a jeep that got out of the driver's control. Although the jeep was supposed to stop at a distance of 20 feet away, the brakes failed and almost ran over her. In the accident, she got some bad bruises and almost fractured her left foot. Number 3. Hrithik Roshan in Krish. An action shot of him dangling on a wire from a high-rise was into the umpteenth retake when the wire frayed at the edges with the strain and snapped. Hrithik went hurtling down, but to his good fortune, it was raining and canopies were out on the road. A canopy broke his fall, said Rakesh Roshan. Otherwise, it would have been fatal. A relieved Hrithik described the incident by saying, "I was skydiving to my death until I fell on a 6-foot-long canopy of a shop that was out there because of the slight drizzle. The canopy had iron rods.
How far was the
but
fall?
I missed those rods too. What do I say? I guess the right word to describe the situation would be jadoo." Number 2. Amir Khan in Ghulam. In one of the most heart-wrenching scenes from the 90s, Vikram Bhatt had planned a scene where Amir's character runs towards an oncoming train
Remember that.
and jumps away seconds before collision. In an interview with Sajid Khan, Vikram Bhatt says that the action director at the time, Abbas, was willing to take the risk, but Amir was insistent that he would do it himself. Amir took 3 shots with the train coming at 10, 20 and 30 kilometers per hour respectively and assured the crew that he can do the stunt. On the actual final take, Amir actually missed the train from any kind of collision by 24 frames. That is 1 second in cinema terms. Even scarier was that the train was not going at the scheduled 30 kilometers per hour, but was at actual 45 kilometers per hour. No wonder this man is called the perfectionist. Number 1. Amitabh Bachchan in Coolie. One of the most scary accidents that took place while shooting a film took place when Amitabh Bachchan was extremely successful and loved by the Indian audience. An accident that left him clinically dead for a few minutes. It happened on July 26, 1982. Amitabh Bachchan sustained a severe injury while he was shooting a fight sequence with Puneet Isar for Manmohan Desai's Coolie at Bangalore University campus. He was supposed to fall on the table and then on the ground for the sequence, but he mistimed the jump and his abdomen was hit on the edge of the table, which caused him internal bleeding. There was no sign of life in him for days. The nation mourned and fans prayed for him in temples and thronged the hospital vicinity to wish him goodbye. His close friend Rajiv Gandhi called off his trip in the United States to be with him. It took several cortisone injections by the doctors to see him move. It was a miraculous recovery for the actor and people close to him. So that was the list. Let us know in the comments below on there are some actors that we missed out on, and don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for weekly content.
So I knew Big B had been hospitalized and been declared clinically dead and near death for a long time and had a miraculous healing. I knew that.
You didn't know it was from on set.
And if I'm not mistaken, fans show up on the anniversary of the healing, I believe. I could be wrong.
Wow.
Had no idea it was the result of an accident on set.
Accidents on set should never happen, but obviously they do. That's why they're accidents, obviously. Some stuff should never happen, like the thing that happened with whatever the
Alec Baldwin film.
Alec Baldwin film.
Yeah, Rust.
Whatever. That should never, ever happen. The fact that there was live rounds.
Well, another one that happened in the 1970s. Forgive me, I'm forgetting the actor's name.
Should never be on set.
But they were breaking rules doing this particular shot. It was out in Santa Clarita. It was a night shot, and it's about this guy who's saving these two Vietnamese children from a Vietnamese war camp, I believe. And it's a massive sequence with water. They're in waist deep water, wind, fire, and a helicopter, a real helicopter. And while they're filming, the helicopter malfunctions, hits something, a propeller prop hits the water or something, comes down, decapitates him, and kills the kids.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. So, but even when you're following rules and regulations, stuff happens all the time, especially with stunt people.
Yeah. It's a difficult job, obviously, but like also like that Rithik thing. How far did he fall from?
Seriously, or I had no idea Shwarya was run over by a Jeep.
Why wasn't there
how did they not know that the cable was frayed?
Yeah, and also why isn't there a secondary
safety cable?
It's just absolutely, because even though like Tom Cruise does all these stunts, there's multiple safety measures.
Oh yeah.
If something breaks, he's going to get held by something else.
Right.
Obviously, when he hangs off a plane, he's not just hanging off a plane. He has multiple safety harnesses connecting him to this plane. So like, it's not just like, oh, he did this stunt, he could have died. Sure, but he probably wouldn't have, because there's so many safety things that go into it.
Correct.
That it's going to be very difficult. I mean, he does other stupid stuff that he could definitely die of.
Of course.
Like when he jumps off of stuff with like the motorcycle and then parachutes can't come out, but then obviously there's secondary parachutes. And
right.
There's so many safety measures that happen. Like, I don't know how that happens. You just miss a fray thing. Why wasn't that checked before the shoot?
I tell you, I don't know about you, but the thing that scares me the most that I could ever encounter or ever will encounter on set, it's not explosives, it's not car action sequences, it's not stunt fighting sequences, it's firearms.
Yeah.
Because even with blanks inside, there can be problems.
Yeah, his was a blank.
Yeah.
He said this.
And that's what makes the whole Rust situation conspiratorial, because if you've been on set where firearms are used, anytime I've been on set where firearm, even fake fire, where there isn't even a freaking real gun with a charge.
No, yeah.
I remember
just plastic
one show, it was just the cops were being issued fake rubber guns. Safety coordinator, the director, the assistant director, and everybody meets for the safety conversation. Then each of the plastic guns is taken out by the prop master, who hands it to the director, who looks at it after the prop master looks at it, and then the director hands it to the AD, who looks at it and then hands it and puts it into the holster. Actors aren't even allowed to touch the gun.
Yeah, in that scenario.
In that scenario.
I've been on set where I'm the one holding a gun.
Yeah.
And all that kind of stuff multiple times, and it's just like that. You look at, like, here are the blanks.
Yep.
Here's the gun. It's not loaded. You're not going to pull the trigger.
Multiple hands, multiple eyes, and even for the discharge, if they will do it sometimes. If you have a scene in a grocery store with background actors and you've done all that shot, and now they're going in for a shot with the criminal with the gun, they're going to clear everyone out of the room or make them stand 50 feet away
Yeah.
from any discharge that's going to take place.
Yeah.
So when you hear about these kinds of accidents,
That's crazy.
Granted, it's human beings, but wow.
Stuff happens. That's crazy, man.
Wow. Crazy.
I'm glad all of them are okay. But
All of those could have been lethal.
Yeah, all of them. That's absolutely insanity. And we knew about the one we did know about was Amir Khan's because we reacted to that scene before, very early on.
Very early. Knew that he was almost died doing that.
But glad it didn't happen. But
I thought they were going to say that Aishwarya had almost drowned because she does so much water work.
let us know what other videos we can react to from this channel or others to give us a little more inside information down below.
Just